Yes, guys, the weather is so back to normal. I'm excited. That's where my lighting is super gorgeous and I love it. Otherwise, I am Shida Kasim. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time seeing me, my videos and my channel in this phase, thank you so much for stopping by. Consider staying, watching this video to the very end, and tell me what you think about it in the comment section below. Make sure you are subscribed, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I definitely don't deserve you. Yeah, watch this video and comment to let me know what you think about it. Now, I mean, I was there minding my business and I was like, oh, I'm adulting. Why not make a list of essentials someone needs to adult, someone needs in their adult life? And I want to put in a disclaimer. I feel like there is no age limit where someone is supposed to be an adult. I hear a lot of people say, oh, if you're 25, you're supposed to be this. Oh, if you're 26, you're an adult, you have to be having 6 kids and married, blah, 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 blah. But let me tell you, people, you will find an 18-year or 17-year being very adult, and then you will come across a 40-year-old not being adult at all. So it is about a mindset and your choices and what you want in life and the kind of life you want for yourself that determine whether you want to be an adult or whether you want to act like an adult or not. And I'm not telling you guys that everything on this list that I'm going to put down, you have to have it. I'm trying to be as realistic as possible, y'all. So you do not expect me to have a Chanel bag on my list. You don't expect me to be, outrageous and things like those. And I made a list, so I wrote everything down here. If you see me peeping here, I'm just, coming here for reference. So without further ado, my number one essential, you all know I'm about self-care and things that fall in that category. So the number one essential for an adult is self-care practices. Everything self-care has to be in your routine. Everything self-care has to be in your life. To make sure you are an adult, you have to be working on improving yourself. You have to work on your mental health. It has to be a self-care thing about you. You care about yourself so much than anybody else will ever care for you. Number two is saving. Now, I've watched a lot of things people are talking about. Oh, you need a retirement plan. Oh, you need a pension. Blah 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 blah. You need 100K. People, at 25, and I am being as honest as possible, at 25, no one is thinking about their retirement. No one is thinking about, being disabled. No one is thinking about their death. Actually, you are trying to go through that day. Trust me, you are trying to pay for your rent. You are trying to get what to eat. You are trying to get something to put on. You are dealing with your health. It is so much for someone to be thinking about their pension. It is so much for someone to be, putting away for their retirement plan. It is so much, guys. But as hard as it is to put away so much money for for your retirement and things like that, you can already save some little bit money just for when something happens or when you just need to invest. You need to have a saving plan at any time you really need to be an adult. It is paramount. And number three is responsibility. Now, if you want to grow, if you want to be an adult, you have to be responsible. You have to be responsible about your health. You have to take care of things that happen in your life. You don't always have to look for someone to blame. You have to be a responsible person. You have to take responsibility for your life, because right now you are not a child. You are not a mama's boy or girl. You are not so much under daddy's protection. So it is about you to take care of yourself. Number four is integrity and standards. Now, if you are adulting, I don't even need to explain this. You have to have integrity. You have to have boundaries. You have to have standards. You have to just set limits, because now you are an adult. You've probably gone through a lot of things. You have a lot of lessons. You've met a lot of people. You know where you stand as a person. So you are supposed to have limits, like, oh, I'm not going there. Oh, I'm not doing this. Oh, that is not me. You get what I'm saying? Number five is a good sleep. Now, people, I know, when you are still, and it doesn't even matter whether you're still young, but there are times in your life when sleep doesn't actually matter. Like you can be up and about for 24 hours without no sleep, and you are still juggling and vibing. But if you are adulting, I feel like sleep is so important. And I already said this in my videos, sleep is important. So if you are trying to be an adult, consider getting yourself some good night sleep sometimes. I mean, number 6 is a prayer plan. Oh God. Now, I don't know about you, but for believers, at least you need to establish your, connection with God. You need to have a prayer plan. You need God, and you don't just need God. You have to ensure that you have a communication with your God, because at this moment, you are everything because of God, clearly. Number 7 is a sewing kit. This is random, but come on, when you are, rushing in the morning and you have to fix a button, you have to fix a simple hole, you just need a sewing kit, people. And a lot of people who can actually afford, they go in for a sewing machine. I'm yet to get myself one, but I have a kit, a little one that helps me go about my sewing, like, dealing with those little altering and things like those. You need a sewing kit, people. I mean, with all those simple necessities. Number 8 is a nice comfortable bed, people. Everything begins with your bed, everything begins with your rest. And if you rest well, if your bed is comfortable, if you love it, you're going to get a good sleep. And the other thing is something that I like to do, because I want to be an adult, because I'm trying to be an adult, is to make that bed to the way I like it. I never leave my room in the morning without making my bed. It makes me feel like a responsible person. Like, even when everything else falls apart, my bed is made, and I'm gonna come back and enjoy a very beautiful sleep. Number 9 is a budget. Like I said, you need to save and things like those. So there are times during your early adulthood years when you do not make that much, and then you have a lot of responsibilities. Like, you spend money on a lot of things because you are trying to create a life for yourself. But come on, you can't just spend here, spend there, spend there. It helps so much for you to have a budget. So number 10 is a dependable friend. Now, people, adulthood, adulthood, adulthood is a lot of things. Adulthood is wild. Adulthood would make you, oh God, adulthood. As much as I hate it, I love it so much. But amidst everything, you just need someone who gets you. You just need a friend. You need a dependable friend, people. You need a reliable friend. You need someone who is going to give you comfort. You need someone who is going to take you through the roughness. And it doesn't actually have to be one-sided. In order to get that person, you have to be that person to them, so that you can both benefit. Like, you can call on them and they can call on you. So just build those relationships, because you are going to need a friend while growing. If you want to be an adult, you're gonna need a friend along to just go through all the chaos. Number 11 is a signature scent. Now, trust me, you need to smell good. You are an adult and you're trying to show out and show off. You need a scent. You need to be fresh almost all the time. You need people to know who you are before you even get into the room. And it doesn't have to be expensive. You just pick something that makes you feel so good, something that smells so good on you, and make it your signature scent. You can have 1, 2, 3, a couple, whatever you can afford, but just smell good. Just smell good for your adult self. Number 13 is peace. Yo, adulthood. Adulthood can be the most peaceless class, and the only person that can bring peace to you is yourself. You have to create your own peace of mind, because everything outside you is trying to pull you away. You need to pay the bills. You need to be a good friend to your friends. You need to be a good partner. You need to be a good daughter. You need to be at work. Everything needs you, and do not forget that you need yourself. So I know everything is going to the left and right, but at least create time to be your own pace. Number 13 is comfortable underwear. Yo, people, just get yourself some comfortable underwear. This is paramount, and this is going to save you so much stress as an adult. Something that comes fast on your body should be considered. I know, like, good, great quality underwear and the garments can be a little pricey, but at least invest in yourself. That is what adulthood means, investing in things that make you feel better as a grown person. And if it means you have to go get measured for your bras and spans, go ahead and do that, because it makes you feel good. And when you feel good, you just conquer the world. Doesn't matter whether you are an a 40-year-old adult or an 18-year-old adult, you're just gonna smash the world. Number 14 is a planner. Now, you need a planner, you need a calendar to just realize how much time you spend here, in with whom you spend it, and how you do. You just need to plan your life, because you are an adult. You can just be spending time and energy however much you wish. You just have to take care of how much you do it and with whom. Just plan, get a planner. And lastly but not the least is a hobby. Now, like I said, adulthood is wild. I mean, it is super, super peaceless, and you just need something to get you off track, something to get you out of things that bury you down, and these are the hobbies. Because I remember growing up, we had things that we were interested in, things that made us different from other people, but because right now we are busy, we want to grow, we've forgotten who we are, because we have thrown out things that reminded us of who we are. And right now, I want you to go back and revisit that hobby, because it gives you so much peace, and it is who you are. I mean, it could be playing football, it could be writing, just writing something. It could be reading, it could be movies, it could be acting. And when you grew up, you thought that acting is not taking me anywhere, but you had passion for it. It was your hobby. Just go enroll in some little acting school scheme, whatever. Just give time to your hobbies, people. Find a few minutes, a few hours, a few days in your life to just go do something that is really you. Otherwise, those are my 15 essentials of being of being a grown person. And I'm not saying everything on this list is a must do for me. I'm growing, and one thing about growing is change. So one day I'm here, the other day I'm there, and it is a great thing. Hopefully we all enjoy our adulthood. And I want to repeat, it doesn't matter how old you are, you can be an adult. And again, it doesn't matter how old you are, you can still be a child. I want to wish you a very fabulous adulthood life. If you want to be a childhood life. I love you guys so much. Make sure you subscribe. If you can share this video, go ahead and share it. Comment down below to let me know some of the things that are ticked on this list for you. I love you guys so much. Bye.